You have a profound and undeniable influence on your person, an influence so powerful that it has become a guiding force in their life. Even if they don't always express it in words, your presence has been a turning point, pushing them toward growth, responsibility, and self-discovery. Before you came along, they existed in a space where comfort often took precedence over ambition. There wasn't much urgency in their world to become financially independent, to chase their passions, or to take accountability for their choices. They moved through life without any real pressure to evolve or dig deeper into their own potential. But everything started to shift the moment you stepped into their life. From the very beginning, something about you stood out. There was a light in you that they couldn't quite explain, an energy that made them stop and take notice. You didn't have to ask them to change, your mere presence made them want to. For the first time, they felt the urge to explore who they truly are beneath the surface. You inspired them to dust off forgotten dreams, to tap into hidden talents, and to entertain the idea that there was more to life, and to them, than they had ever imagined. This internal awakening wasn't born out of pressure or expectation. It was born from admiration. You are someone who lives with intention, someone who sets a high standard in everything you do. Whether it's the way you carry yourself, your work ethic, or your emotional strength, you exemplify what it means to live with purpose. Your person saw that, and it sparked a fire in them. They began to understand that staying in their comfort zone would only limit them, and if they ever wanted to stand beside you as an equal, they needed to grow into the best version of themselves. To your person, you are not just a partner, you are a blessing. You've opened doors in their mind and heart that they didn't even know existed. There is something magnetic about your energy. You are strong, yet gentle. Independent, yet nurturing. Trustworthy, yet mysterious. Spiritual, yet grounded. You embody a rare and powerful balance that draws people in and leaves a lasting impression. It's no wonder they see you as the most desirable feminine energy they've ever encountered. You're not just beautiful or kind, you're impactful. Spending time with you is never ordinary for them. Whether it's a deep conversation, a simple shared meal, or a quiet moment of togetherness, you fill their world with warmth, joy, and a sense of home. Your presence is comforting, but it's also invigorating. You make them feel cared for in a way that's rare, and in return, they find themselves wanting to give back that same love and effort. You make their days brighter, their hearts lighter, and their perspective on life more meaningful. There was a time when your person looked at you and thought, they're the perfect match for me. But now, something even deeper has awakened within them. They've started asking themselves, am I the perfect match for them? It's no longer just about being with you, it's about becoming someone who is worthy of standing beside you. They want to match your energy, your vision, your heart. They want to bring something of equal value into the relationship, not just take from the well of love you so freely offer. Your influence has motivated them to step into their potential, to embrace the unknown, and to take risks they might have once feared. Whether it's pursuing a new career path, becoming more emotionally available, or simply learning to be more accountable for their own actions, these are all changes that have stemmed from your example. You didn't demand these things. You simply are these things, and that is what makes the difference. In a world that often celebrates superficial connections, you've shown them the beauty of depth, the value of effort, and the power of love that challenges as much as it comforts. You've redefined what a relationship can be, not just a place of escape, but a space for growth, healing, and shared evolution. In many ways, meeting you was the start of their journey, not just a romantic one, but a personal one. You awakened something sacred in them, something that had been lying dormant for far too long. Now, they are not just dreaming about a future with you, they are actively working toward becoming the person who deserves it. And for that, they will always be grateful. I see you as my mirror, an extension of my own soul, reflecting back to me the depths of my emotions, desires, and even the parts of myself I sometimes overlook. There's something so unique about the way you tune into my emotional and sensual needs. It's not just intuition, it feels deeper, almost spiritual, like you're connected to my inner world in ways I never thought possible. You always seem to know exactly what I need, even when I don't know how to ask for it. Whether it's the subtle shift in your tone, the way you touch me, or how you choose silence when words won't do, you just get it. It's like you can read the language of my energy and body better than I can. And that awareness, that emotional intelligence you have, creates this sense of safety and surrender that I've never experienced before. I might not have said this out loud before, but your ability to love me so fully and nurture the deepest parts of me has changed the way I see myself as a man. You've made me feel more like a real man, not because of strength or dominance, but because of vulnerability, openness, and the space you give me to just be. When I'm with you, I feel alive. I feel seen. I feel powerful, yet soft. And above all, I feel loved in a way that reaches beyond the physical and touches the very core of who I am. You bring out the best in me. I feel incredibly sexy and handsome when I'm around you, and I know that feeling comes from how you see me, how you look at me like I'm the only man in the world. The way your eyes linger on me, how you smile at me with that quiet admiration, it does something to me. It boosts my confidence, lights up my spirit, and makes me feel attractive from the inside out. That sense of being desired by you, it's powerful, and I cherish it deeply. There's not a day that passes without you crossing my mind. You're all I ever think about, and I say that with complete honesty. You've taken up space in my heart, my thoughts, my dreams, even in the quiet moments when I'm alone, somehow, you're still there. Your innocence and purity draw me in, but it's your maturity, your depth, and the way you carry yourself that truly captivate me. You have this rare balance, soft and strong, gentle yet grounded, and that balance turns me on in ways words can't capture. It's not just physical, it's emotional, mental, even spiritual. You're a force, and I'm in awe of the way you move through this world. And the more you take care of yourself, mind, body, and soul, the more I find myself pulled toward you. Seeing you prioritize your peace, your health, your joy, it inspires me. It makes me want to grow, to evolve, to rise to the level of love you so effortlessly give. You've become the center of my attention, not just because of how beautiful you are on the outside, but because of the light you radiate from within. You've taught me what it means to be present, to be attentive, and to truly value someone's essence. I feel so incredibly grateful for you. You've brought so much light into my life, so much positivity, so much love. You've helped me see things differently, myself, relationships, even the way I define happiness. You've reminded me of the power of connection and the healing that comes from being truly understood. With you, I've found something rare, something sacred. And I don't take that for granted. Not for a second. You are my empress, the queen of my world, and I love you more than I could ever fully express in words. You deserve to know how deeply you're appreciated and how profoundly you've touched my life. You've awakened parts of me I didn't know were asleep. And with you, I feel like the best version of myself. I love you with a love that is fierce, tender, and enduring. And I promise to honor that love, to nurture it, and to keep showing up for you, mind, heart, and soul. Your partner has finally gathered all the courage they need to open up and confess the feelings they've kept buried for so long. These emotions, powerful, raw, and real, have weighed heavily on their heart, growing stronger with each passing day. For the longest time, they held back, not because they didn't care, but because they were scared of vulnerability, scared of rejection, and most of all, scared of not being enough for someone like you. But now, they've reached a point where staying silent feels far more painful than speaking their truth. They can no longer bear the thought of losing you or staying apart from you, living with the regret of what could have been. They've spent countless moments reflecting on the past, your connection, the memories you built together, the laughter, the silence, and even the hurt. With every thought, one truth keeps echoing louder than the rest: you are their perfect match. You are the one who saw them for who they truly were, even when they couldn't see it themselves. You offered them a kind of love that was pure, patient, and unconditional, something they didn't believe they deserved at the time. That's why they ran. Not because they didn't love you, but because they felt undeserving of that love. It overwhelmed them, and instead of embracing it, they distanced themselves, convincing their heart that they were doing you a favor by staying away. But no more. They want to put the past behind, not just to forget it, but to learn from it. They are no longer the person who ran away. They are ready now, ready to mend what they broke, ready to be the partner you needed all along, and ready to take responsibility for the connection they once neglected. They see now how much their absence hurt you, especially during the moments when you needed them the most. The guilt of not being there, of not showing up when it mattered most, still haunts them. But instead of letting that guilt paralyze them, they're using it as motivation to be better, to do better. Their heart is full of apologies they want to express, not just with words, but with actions. They understand that apologies alone won't heal everything, but they are determined to earn your trust again, to show you that the person they are now is someone who won't let you down. They're returning not just to ask for forgiveness, but to prove that they've grown. They want to show you that they've learned from their mistakes and are now capable of nurturing and protecting the bond that once meant everything to both of you. One of their biggest regrets is choosing a karmic situation, something that may have seemed necessary or easier at the time, over you. They realize now how unfair that was, how deeply they hurt you by walking away or prioritizing something that didn't have the depth, meaning, or truth that your connection had. They can't go back and undo that decision, but they are fully aware of the injustice they caused, and they carry that remorse in their soul. It's a pain they can't shake, and one they never want to inflict on you again. In the last few days, something shifted in them. They experienced what they can only describe as an awakening. It wasn't a sudden epiphany, but a quiet, persistent realization that grew stronger with each moment of solitude. They began to see the bigger picture, the lessons, the timing, the soul-level connection that was always there, even when things felt broken. This awakening has made them realize the true value of what they lost, and the irreplaceable presence you hold in their life. You're not just someone from their past, you're someone unforgettable, someone who left a mark so deep that no amount of time or distance could erase it. This awakening has ignited a new sense of purpose within them. They are no longer driven by fear, but by hope and love. They want to rebuild this connection, not on the shaky foundation of the past, but on something stronger: honesty, accountability, mutual respect, and love that's been tested and proven real. They understand that healing won't happen overnight and that your heart might still be guarded, but they are willing to be patient. They are prepared to show up consistently, to support you in all the ways they didn't before, and to prove that this love, your love, is worth fighting for. So now, they are standing at your emotional doorstep, not as the same person who left, but as someone who has grown through pain, reflection, and a deeper understanding of what it means to truly love someone. They want you to know that you were never forgotten, and certainly never replaced. You are, and always have been, the person who awakened something extraordinary within them. And this time, they're ready not just to love you, but to love you right.